On this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build an advertising campaign step by step with all the nitty-gritty details that you need to know. So buckle up because we're starting right now. Hey, I'm Matthew and welcome to Car Count Hackers. Car Count Hackers is all about helping you build your car count, income, and profits. I have to tell you that this video was inspired by a comment left on a previous video. I did a video a little while ago about 8 different headline strategies that you can use to get more customers. On that video, SOS Auto left a comment saying, "Your headlines are great. However, you should have supplied your idea of what should go with the headline. It would have been more helpful. Otherwise, great videos. Thanks for posting." SOS Auto, thank you. So let's jump right into this. To understand this best, you need to understand the basic overall formula. That's AIDA. Stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. So attention is the headline. That's what we talked about in the original video, where I supplied 15 or 16 different headline examples that you can use. In order to keep this short and we build this advertising campaign here, we're going to just consider doing an oil change offer, maybe on a postcard. It doesn't really matter what we're doing here because all the principles apply the same, and by the end you'll be able to do this with anything. So a headline would be something like announcing this customer only special. So now that attracts attention. Your customer doesn't really care about the name of your shop. That's not a headline. But saying announcing these customer only specials now has my attention. The I stands for interest. So how do you do that? The easiest way to do that is to cheat a little bit. Use another headline. In that video, I provided a lot of different ones, and another headline that you could rob from that video would be "Stop wasting money on auto service." So your postcard would start out with a headline being announcing this customer only special and a sub-headline saying "Stop wasting money on auto service." So we've got the A and the I covered. The desire, that's what the D stands for, and that comes from your offer. So how do you make an oil change offer desirable? Well, you could certainly cut your prices if you wanted to, but that's certainly not a good formula for business. How you do it is outlined in a download that I've provided earlier, and I'm going to have links in the show notes to how to create your own kick butt offers. It's a simple one-page download, and it's a fill in the blank. So, as an example, when a customer comes in for a typical oil change, I hear it every day. You're doing all kinds of other services that you're not charging for. And I'm not suggesting you charge for it. But you're doing things like inspect all exterior lights. You're doing things like inspect all tires and adjust tire pressure. What about front end suspension? What about cooling system check? What about belts and hoses? These are all things that you're doing, but you're not charging for them. So how do you make, your offer much more desirable? Just take a value and attach a value to each one of those offers. So you start out with a basic oil change at $39, which is your regular price anyways. Then you add, inspect all exterior lights, and you put a value to it. Then, inspect all tires and adjust tire pressures. Add a value to it. What about front end and suspension check? What about brake inspection? What about other things like cooling system and belts and hoses? What about a battery test? I'm not going to tell you what services you're doing because you know them. But just take all those services and build a value. Take the original price of your oil change, add the value of all the other services that you do, and come up with a grand total. The desire really kicks in when you take that grand total and show the difference of savings. Everybody likes to save money, so clearly mark that on your postcard. Save $79, and be sure that you add the percentage of savings. So the customer's going to see this customer-only special where an oil change is offered for $39, and it's got a total value of maybe $118, and you're showing the savings of $79 with a percentage saving as well. That's where the desire comes in. It becomes an irresistible offer. The last part of the formula is action. you need to generate action off that postcard. Now, it's simple to just put your phone number there and your website address, but that's not inspiring action. So you have to include wording like pick up the phone and call with your phone number right there. Or if you accept appointments online, visit, give them the proper link and tell them it's fast, easy, and convenient, and you can do it any time of day, even if it's Sunday morning at 2 a.m. So that's how you use the formula of attention, interest, desire, and action to create your first postcard. I promised a couple of additional hacks, so here they are. Whenever you create a piece of advertising, use a Johnson box around your headline. It's basically just a square box. Go ahead and Google it if you want, but it's taking your headline and putting it inside of a square box. It stands out. It just leads the eye to look at that headline. The second pro hack is take your subheadline and headline and flip them around on the next offer. So instead of your headline starting with announcing these customer-only specials, you're going to flip it around and start the headline with stop wasting money on auto service, and the subheadline becomes announcing these customer-only specials. The third pro hack I have for you is if you're going to do this on just one color stock and black and white, let's say you're sending out a yellow postcard that's printed black on it, go ahead and use the same postcard, but change up the color. Make it a different color. Use goldenrod. Use bright reds or oranges or colors like that. Your printing provider will have a whole array of different colors that you can use, but you can use the same offer, the same postcard, all the same text, and flip it up on different colors. The last pro hack I want to give you is be sure you can add some sort of testimonials or reviews. People always want to know how good you are, and they don't believe what you're saying as much as they believe what other people are saying about them. So there's the formula, the entire step-by-step process of how to do it. My question to you is, what marketing message do you need to send out? In the comments below, go ahead and tell me what you like best about this strategy, and go ahead and click that subscriber button and then watch these videos. I'm Matthew Lee, the Car Count Fixer. Thank you so much for taking a minute out of your day. I can't wait to see you on the next video.